My hello, welcome back. My live stopped and I had to restart everything because apparently YouTube is really busy today and it like kicks me out. I have to deactivate my other live and start this one over again. Well, welcome to Urkie Yoga Live Love Laugh. I'm trying this. This is round two of me going live. Hopefully everything's together and you can see me because I had everything preset and I had to do everything again. So, welcome back. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for 105 subscriber and rising. Yay! Thank you. I'm humbled by you. Namaste to you. Today I'm wearing a very special shirt. It's my yoga. It's my yoga roots on location, the school I graduated from to get my teaching license. So today's I got my shirt on and I'm feeling the moment. So let's get started. Today's class is a high energy, low energy, everything together, mixing together with some restorative at the end. So this is supposed to be a short class, but YouTube cut me off. I don't know why, but it cut me off. But now we're back. So hopefully everything's working. I have to probably delete my other live because it did not work, but we'll work it out. So let's start again. I'm sitting in crisscross applesauce. If you like, or you could like to see an easy seated pose, which you have one foot in the middle and the other foot in front, or you can do crisscross with your feet together, feet forward if that's too much for you. Like I said, if your hips are a little tight today, don't forget to get a blanket, put on a pillow, a bolster, whatever's comfortable for you to get comfortable here. I have my eyes closed, taking a couple breaths here, breathing at your own pace, taking your time, just woosah everything. When things don't go right, it's okay. It's just yoga. Working on your breath pattern here, just focusing on to your practice, knowing that some things do happen, but you know what? Sometimes some things are out of your control. So sometimes you just got to go with the flow. So take a lovely deep breath in, exhale out, deep breath in, exhale out, inhale, exhale, deep breath in, exhale out, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, twist your whole body to the left side, having your right hand on your left knee and having your left hand behind you, facing towards your left. Holding it here. Taking a couple breaths. You can still have your eyes closed if you like. We're going to take our right hand. Take our left hand, bring it, reach it over to our right. Holding it here, stretching everything on the side here. Woo! Holding it here. Taking a breath. Exhale, dropping it down. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, twist to the opposite side here. Having your left hand on your right knee, taking your right hand behind you, looking towards the right. Hey. Gently taking breaths here. If you want, you can still have your eyes closed. If not, you can open up your eyes. Taking your right hand above your head, stretching over towards your left. Twisting, stretching everything on one side, stretching everything on the other side. Wringing everything out like a dirty rag. Taking another breath. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist all the way again to your left. Right hand on left knee. Right hand behind, left hand behind. Inhale, hand up. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. Taking your left hand on right knee, taking your right hand behind you. Taking a moment, twisting to that side. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, hands up. Exhale to the right. Yeah, a couple times. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do a mic checker. Mic checker. Since I had to go live again. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. Thank you for interacting with me on my social media platforms. I do not take it for granted. Hey, we are working. All right.
Hey, we are working. All right. Hey, we are working.
All right. It'll keep repeating over and over again. I got a mic set up, so hopefully you can hear me a little better. I brought a microphone so it can cancel out the other noises and you can just hear me now. So hopefully everything is, the acoustics are working. Everything sounds freaking tastic and much better. You don't have to hear all the extra noises. So hopefully that's working out. We're going to transition ourselves to our hands and knees, bringing my feet, pointing them, flexing them, and switching my knees. My feet to the behind me, be on my knees here. Hands and knees underneath your underneath your shoulders. Okay, kind of yoga is that? Your knees underneath your hips. That's the advanced class. And hands underneath your shoulders. Yogi choice, toes tucked down, toes either tucked down, flat, or toes tucked down. We'll have my toe tucked down today. We're going to inhale our head up for cow. Exhale, round our back for cat. Inhale, bring our head up for cow. Exhale, bringing our feet back all the way to downward facing dog, our first dog of the day. I know we're going right into it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Holding it here. First downward dog. Maybe you need a pedal if you need that in your practice today, if it's in there. If this is too much, you can't go up. Bringing the hands and knees, modifying. And bringing your feet back. Modify a way to do one downward dog, taking your time. Sometimes you might have a shoulder injury or something, and that's just too much for you. So please listen to your body. All right, we're going to drop down to one knee. I'm on my right here. I'm on my right knee, taking my left foot behind me, having it like it's kissing against the wall. I'm bend my knee, open up my hip, looking in the same direction as my knee. Taking a breath, straighten it back out. Tuck your toes down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Taking your right hand in front, left foot behind, stretching everything out. For Songbird here, dropping your hands back down, dropping your foot down, just having your foot, holding it down, stretching out. I have my toes tucked down, holding it here, and drop down to my knee. Reset child's pose. Toes touch, knees same sides of the mat here, holding it here, taking a breath. One more. All right, bring it back up to hands and knees. We're flowing and moving. Taking our right foot behind us. Taking your left knee onto the mat. Holding it here. Bend your knee, open up the hip, looking in the same direction as your knee. Take a couple breaths here. Stretch out your leg here. Holding it here. We're going to lower down our feet. Lift it up. Lower down. Lift up. Lower down. Lift up. Lower down. Lift up. Take your left hand in front. Holding it. Engaging your core. If it's too much for you, you have shoulders injury, don't forget to bring it back and just reset. Go where you're able to. One more breath. Exhale, lower down. Push back all the way to downward facing dog if you're able to. Holding your downward facing dog. Taking another breath. Exhale, drop down to your knees. Taking your hands, bringing them down to the floor. You're on your forearms, bringing your top head down. Doing puppy pose. Holding it here. Take another breath. And drop all the way down, toes to touch. Bring it, open up your knees, same size as your mat. Bring your forehead down if you're able to the floor. Forward child's pose here. Taking a breath. Reset back onto lovely hands and knees. All right, we're going to inhale our head up for cow. Exhale, round our back for cat. Inhale, bring our head up for cow. Exhale, tuck your toes down, push all the way back down to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Deep breath in. On the exhale, drop down your left knee. Bring back your right foot behind you. Take your left hand in front. For songbird, holding it here and drop it down. Bring your toes down, push back all the way to downward facing dog, holding it here. On the exhale, drop back down to your hands and knees. Take your your right foot behind you. Oh, right foot behind you. No, we did that. Take your left foot behind you and your right hand in front of you. Holding it here. For songbird. Taking a breath. Dropping it down. Head on up for cow pose. Exhale, round your back for cat. Inhale, head up for cow. Exhale, round your back for cat. 2 more times. Inhale, head up for cow. Exhale, round your back for cat. Inhale, head up for cow. Exhale for cat. Holding your cat pose here. Ooh, stretching everything out in your shoulders. You see I'm rolling into it. Tuck your toes down. Push all the way back. Woo. I'm sitting on my toes, so I have my toes tucked down. I'm pushing back with my hands. If this is too much, you can bring it down to your elbows. And just having your toes tucked down. We are stretching our toes the opposite way, so you should definitely feel it. It's intense. Holding it here. If it's too much, just drop your feet back down. Stretching my toes the opposite way. Take a couple more breaths here if you're able to. If not, just, reset your feet. Please listen to your body. Couple more breaths here. All right, lift back up to hands and knees. Woo. Shake it on out. Sitting on back to hero's pose, taking my first water break. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on my YouTube page. I was like so surprised and shocked when I saw myself at 105. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting up there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for checking me out on my Twitter and on my Facebook page and on my Instagram and also on my LinkedIn. I appreciate it so much. Love, 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 love. Like I said, this is my superpower is yoga. I quite enjoy it. Quite enjoy it. mm. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy belated Valentine's Day. Mwah. Sending in love. I got a special Valentine's Day from one of my yoga students, Lincoln. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the Valentine. It made my day. Thank you so much. I just want to give you a shout out again for the lovely little video for Valentine's. I quite enjoy it. Thank you so much. You melted my heart. All right, so we're in hero's pose. If your hero's pose is not acceptable, not able for you, you can, crisscross applesauce or sit on your bum all the way down, have your feet forward. All right, I'm back on my knees. Tucking my toes down, going back to downward facing dog if you're able to. If not, stay back onto hands and knees, holding it here. If you're on your hands and knees, maybe you want to switch yourself to plank pose, holding your plank here. And pushing back to downward facing dog. Now, like I said, if this is not able for you, you can do this on your knees. Just look, on your knees. If your knees are tired or anything, if their knees are sore, just grab a blanket, put it underneath your knees, and just, make sure if you're on your hands and knees, don't have your toes tucked down for here. So you want to go from cat to cow and just your hands to plank pose. So you want to say tabletop position. Bring your hand forward to push it up for plank, okay? If you're doing modification. If you're doing different kind, you can go from downward facing dog. Maybe you can lift up your leg and push one-legged plank. And then push it back. Or if not, you can just go regular plank to downward facing dog. Maybe do that on the opposite side. Downward dog to plank. Bringing it back. Whatever is there for you. Couple more times. Plank. Downward facing dog. Plank. Downward facing dog. Getting nice and warm. I'll burn it up. One more time. Plank. Downward facing dog. Holding your down dog and losing your glasses at the same time. Holding it here. Taking a breath. And drop back down to your hands and knees. Reset. Child's pose. Toes touch. Knees the same size as your mat. Bringing your forehead down. Holding it here. Taking your hands. Bringing them together like a prayer. And bringing your arms above your head here. Stretching out underneath your arms. In your child's pose here. Deep breathing into the belly. And exhaling from the belly. Inhale. And exhale. Couple more breaths here. All right, dropping it down. Stretching it out one more time and gently bringing it up. All right, we're going to transition to standing up. So we're on toes tucked down. Go to downward facing dog if you're able to. And gently walk your hands up to the front of your mat here. On a forward fold, if you need a block, please do use it. Forward fold here. Holding it here. Grabbing your elbows. Bringing your head forward and gently rocking yourself from side to side. Maybe turn the front for you so you can see. So I'm grabbing both of my elbows and I'm gently rocking myself from side to side. Taking my time here. Woo! I wasn't paying attention. That's what happens. You gotta pay attention. My feet wasn't right. My feet are hip width. By the way, I almost went yoga over. Dropping your hands down and gently twisting from side to side. To gently bring yourself up. Woo! That's just my camera. There we go. So you can see my big head. Kind of see my big head. I had it perfect before it went out on me. This is the real yoga. This is the stuff that supposedly not to drive you crazy. Now you can't see my feet. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's life, kiddo. That's life. All right. So my head looks really big and maybe cut off. I hope not. I can see myself. Here we go. Feet together. Hands together to the side. I'm in mountain pose. If it's unable for you to get your feet together, you can put your feet hips width. It's okay. Face you. We're going to roll our hips one way. We're going from left to right, then right to left. Woo! Woo! And turn it around. Yes. Rolling out our hips. Couple more times. Put a little bend in your knee. Shake it from side to side, hip to hip. Woo, hip to hip. Hip to hip. Hey, hip to hip. Hip to hip. Hip to hip. Hip to hip. All right, in front of our mats. Let's go to work. Feet together or feet hip width, yogi's choice. Put a little bend in your knee. We're going to chair's pose. Yes. Holding our chair here. Taking a breath. Deep breathing. Holding our chair. Take a couple more breaths here. On the exhale, fold forward in any amount. Inhale, halfway lift. My hands are on my block, or you can put your hand on your thighs here. Halfway lift. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up. Hands to the ceiling. And hands to your heart. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up. Exhale, fall forward. Swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bringing it up to chair pose. Holding it here. Taking some deep breaths in your chair. Inhaling and exhaling. On the exhale, drop your hands down, forward fold into any amount here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Taking your time, step back, your left foot. Drop down to your knees. Yogi's choice, flat down for your left or toes tucked down, whatever you choose. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up to the sky. Holding it here. Maybe create a lightning bolt, bringing your pointer fingers together. Dropping down to a low crescent. Holding it here. On the exhale, bring your hands on both sides of your feet here. Push all the way back to half splits, bringing your top foot up. If you are currently working on your splits, maybe you want to get a little deeper into your split using blocks. if you like. I'm getting deeper into my splits, almost there. If not, stay where you are and use what you got around you. I'm a block queen. I block it in a heartbeat. I do. I love craft. I love having stuff around me. Take one more breath. Gently bring it up. Try not to move your stuff all the way around you. Bring it back again to low lunge. Holding it here. Hands framing your foot. If you need blocks, please use them. And take your right to meet your left. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, head up. Exhale, round it back. Inhale, head up. Exhale, round it back. Tuck your toes down. Bring it all the way back to downward facing dog if you're able to. Holding it here. And gently walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, hands all the way up. Exhale, fall forward in any amount. Inhale, halfway lift, hands or thighs are on the block. Exhale, lower down. On the next breath, take your right foot, bring it all the way back. Drop down to your knee. Low lunge. Adjust yourself. Like I said, if you have blocks, and just put on the side of you to frame your foot. Holding it here. Yogi's choice, toes tucked down or flat. However comfortable you are. Taking a couple breaths here. Stretching all that goodness. And stretching out all that goodness. All right, pushing back. Doing half split toes facing up to the sky. If you're able to, maybe get deeper in your split. If you are able to. Ooh, wherever you are. Maybe you got blocks, pillows, whatever around you use to get in your split. Holding it there for a couple breaths. Taking your time with your breath, not pushing yourself. If you feel it being choppy, maybe back up off of it a little bit or adjust your blocks, adjust your body. All right, bringing it up. Bringing your foot back into that deep low lunge. Bringing your hands, framing your foot again. Holding it here. Take a couple recovery breaths here. All right, take your left foot back. Toes touch. Bring it all the way back down to downward face. Bring it all the way back down to child's pose. That's a downward facing dog. This is not downward dog. Holding it here. Deep breathing. Maybe make a restorative, ball up your fist, fist over fist, fist on top of your forehead. Excuse me. Take a breath. All right. Gently bring yourself up to hands and knees. Bring your knees together. Turn your feet to the side of you. And roll all the way back onto your bum. And while we take our second water break, number two. I love keeping water near me to stay hydrated. Definitely need that. I have to repost my live because the other one just didn't work out. It's quite all right. Quite all right. I messed up my life. It's okay. Went for 14 minutes and then it stopped. I gotta deactivate that one. At least this other one is working.
Other one is working.
There we go.
Other one.
I can hear myself. There we go. It just gave me an echo because I got the microphone. All right, so let's do something fun before we bring it down. So let's do something fun. We're going to do Wild Thing. What? So if you're able to do Wild Thing, you can try it. If not, if it's not in your repertoire, you're not there yet, I'll show you something else to do. So in your Wild Thing, we'll start with the modification first. So in your Wild Thing, stay to your hands and knees. Take your right foot behind you and just flip your foot back. Take a low Wild Thing. So this is like a side angle one way. It's not full Wild Thing, but it's something else. It's a ring, or if it's too much, you can drop to your bum, bringing your right foot in front, having your knee folded, taking your left hand behind you, and bringing your right hand up. So this is like a low level Wild Thing. And just, twisting in that direction, holding it there. That's a low level. I will say this is more intermediate. Going a side angle, getting your body comfortable, with rolling. Now, for my people who can do Wild Thing or like, hey, I don't know how to do it, but I think my body's capable of doing it. So you want to go to downward facing dog. We're going to take our right foot behind us, bend your knee, and then we're going to turn and flip our dog to a Wild Thing. Yay! So this is the high level. Bring your hand all the way back if you're able to, or bring it up wherever you are. Taking a couple breaths. All right, dropping it down. So going back to downward facing dog, then three-legged dog. Drop your foot down. Drop back to your knees. How was your Wild Thing? Was it wild? Hopefully it was wild. So let's get that on the opposite side. So I'm going to flip around so you can see me on the opposite way. To do my left foot. I'll flip it up. All right. Catching my yoga breath. Coughing now. I was fine, but now I'm coughing. Whew. Bringing myself onto my hands and knees. Like I said, low level. You want to stretch out your left foot. Turn it, sit it all the way down. Stretch out your left foot. Take your right hand behind you. Bring your hand all the way up. Low level Wild Thing. If you want to try intermediate, we're going side, having your right leg, so your left leg straight. Your right hand behind you. Your left hand above. That's doing side plank by getting yourself prepared for a Wild Thing to flip your dog over. For my people who can do some Wild Thing. All right, so we start in downward facing dog. Take our left foot, bring it the way up, bend our knee, flip it over. So I have my right leg stretch and my left foot, or you can just stay here, or you can stretch out your foot, whatever. I'm on the ball of my foot because I'm able to do that. Holding it here. Taking a breath. And touching the wall. Okay. All right, flip it back over to downward facing dog. Well, three-legged dog. Then down dog. Drop back down to your knees. Whew. And sit into hero's pose. Burn it up. On fire. Woo. If you are able to, so we're going to do this a couple ways. If you're able to, you're going to sit between your feet if you're able to. If you're not, just sit on your feet. If this is uncomfortable for you, bring your feet in front. It's modification. Bring your elbows to the side of you and reach it back like so. So this is a modification, kind of like a fish pose. Yogi choice, you can have your head back or forward, whatever's comfortable. So do this modification for the pose that we're going to do. Excuse me. If you're able to, so in between your feet, you can lay all the way back, maybe just on your elbows. Maybe you're there. Maybe you can reach all the way down to the ground. Hands open to receive or hands on your thighs or wherever you need to be. This is intense quadricep pose. It stretches your quad to the 900 level. We won't hold it here too long, but definitely opening up the quads. If it's too much, you can straighten one leg and just do one leg at a time. That's another modification way. And sit back. I can show you. So you just take one leg behind you and then one leg straight and bring it back and just switch to the opposite foot. So that's one way to do it. But wherever you are, that's where you are in your practice. So please listen to your body. Woo. Deep, deep, deep stretch. I was going to grab a yoga block, but my hair is blue and it might accidentally dye it blue. Oh. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. Thank you. We're 105 strong. Yay! Thank you. Namaste to you. I appreciate you. I am humbled by everything you do. Thank you so much. As I'm in this pose, stretching out my quads, which definitely need it. I've been doing, my favorite cardio stepper class. So I'm getting my body back into the grind from being sick with the cocoa, as we'll call it. So definitely recovered very well. Take another breath and gently bring it up. So how you want to get out this pose is lift yourself up, get on your elbows and gently bring yourself up, bringing your feet in front of you. Woo. Shaking out your legs here. Shaking out your legs on a pat down. Woo. Shaking everything out. Point your toes, flex them back, and point your toes, flex them back, point your toes, and flex them back. Hold it here. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward in any amount here. Ooh. Holding it here. Taking a breath. Taking a moment. Ooh, really feeling the stretch wherever you are. If you're grabbing your ankles, grab your thighs. Couple more deep breaths. All right, roll it up. Inhale our hands up. Exhale gently, controlling your core, rolling yourself down one vertebra at a time. Not hitting your couch. In your makeshift yoga studio of your living room. Bring your hands straight up. Take a nice breath in. On the exhale, gently peeling yourself off your mat. Roll it all the way forward to your feet. Inhale, bring your hands back. Roll it all the way back to the ground. And bringing your hands to namaste, to bring your hands open 45 degrees, open to receive into savasana. Holding it here as we set the timer. Get what you need to get. If you need to grab an eye pillow, a blanket, whatever you need to get comfortable in our savasana, please hit pause for the cause and please get yourself grounded and ready for this particular part of practice. So we end it and close it out. I give you permission, give yourself permission to do what is necessary for you. Please give yourself permission. We don't do that enough. Give ourselves permission to work on the things that we are able to and forgive ourselves and work on the things that we are still working on to get to. All right. So, hey, Google, can you please set my timer for 5 minutes?
5 minutes, starting now.
Okay, Google, stop. Take your right hand above your head. Plant your right foot into your knees. Gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Take your left hand above your head. Ooh, bring your arms to a letter T. Drop your knees down from one side to another side. Gently windshield wiper that out. Take your right hand above your head. Roll over to the right side. Get the blood flowing back into your heart chambers here. Taking your left hand in front and gently rolling yourself up one side at a time. Get yourself comfortable in a cross-legged position here. Oh, taking your time, no rush. If you want to keep staying laying down, it's your practice. Do what you need to do what's best for you. And rub our hands together, create a little bit of fire. And I'm gonna put my right hand on my heart, left hand underneath, holding it here. Bring a little heat into my heart, giving myself my own love and energy for today. Taking a couple recovery breaths here. Thanking my body for this practice. Thank you for just showing up. Thank you for taking care of yourself today. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And we say namaste. Namaste is an East Indian Sanskrit, which means the God in me bows down to the God in you. And with my very, very little words, so just one word, namaste. Thank you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, thank you again for showing up, liking, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you so much. I will post in the link. I'm teaching on Saturday, so I'll put it on lovely in the description where you can find me on social media and also a new social platform for online yoga with a different audience. So I'm excited. I'll tell you more about it, and they're going to interview me on YouTube. So I'll tell you all about it later. But I can't wait to share. All right, so watch me on my links. I post them in my description box for new information with more to come. I'm so excited. See you soon. Like I said, bye.